Hey, what's up everyone? Carl Wolf here. We are back with some more STEINS Gate 0. And immediately Twitch app crashes. Cool. Alright, totally useless app. Give me one moment. Okay. Actually, probably should make it a little louder. Hopefully that's good. Is it really that surprising? Professor, you're back? Just now. He raised up his hands and showed her some plastic bags from a nearby convenience store. He'd left to go get lunch just 10 minutes ago, and she'd been sure he wouldn't be back for a while. You know, Japanese convenience stores have so many foods to choose from. It's truly wonderful. You can eat a different box lunch every day, and a week later you'll have new ones to choose from. And each store's got its own flavor, so you can get your food from them every day if you want. If you keep eating box lunches from convenience stores, you're gonna get fat. It's still healthy compared to American food. Also, I don't think you have the right to lecture anyone about their eating habits. He was right. Nutrition wasn't an important consideration for Maho. In fact, she ate mostly cereal and meal replacement shakes, which made her diet very unhealthy. Yeah, I don't understand replacement shakes. I've tried. They are literally just, what, like a snack? They do not replace meals for me at all. Like, I drink them with a meal. I don't understand how they replace meals. By the way, what do you want to ask a professional for help with? Oh, that. It's... Oops, what did I just do? Stop. I accidentally turned on auto, apparently. Oh, that. It's nothing. Nothing. I think I pressed delete accidentally. Apparently the delete button is the auto button. It wouldn't bother her if Leskinen found out. But for some reason, she suddenly decided not to tell him. Yeah, if there's anything I can do to help, I will. Thank you. I may take you up on that. Don't do it. She stood up and headed for the door. Maho, where are you going? I'm going to Akihabara to get some fresh air. That's a long way to go, just for some fresh air. She gives in too easily. He's easier to read than a book. If you just admit that you're going to see Lentalo, I'll permit it. It's not like that. It's not? I might go see him while I'm there. Okabe had a laboratory in Akihabara, and Kurisu had told her that last night. She said something about how he'd been avoiding it for a long time, and only recently started going there again. Maho was a little interested in it too. Just so we're clear, it's not like that. It really isn't. I haven't said a word. Anyway, I'm taking the day off. Tell Lintalo I said hi. First Kurisu, and now the professor. Why did they keep trying to make everything about romance? Because he wants you to potentially seduce him so that you can get information from him after the brainwashing he's done to you. And anyway, isn't that called sexual harassment these days? Lots of things are called sexual harassment these days. Too many things that kind of shouldn't be. It's gotten a little overboard. For one thing, she wasn't going to Okabe's lab just to visit him. She wanted to see him again and see if she could get any hints about the password. Didn't you try that already? He had said he didn't know, but he'd probably be able to come up with more than she could on her own. That was what she'd thought after seeing how he interacted with Amadeus. You could call it a woman's intuition. Uh-huh. She was thinking about that when she changed trains and got off at Akihabara Station. She felt like someone was watching her and spun around. It's not Moeka, is it? It was a weekday, but the station was crowded. She looked around at all the people, but none of them seemed to be paying her much attention. I must have imagined that, right? She whispered to no one in particular as she started to walk again. Kurisu had told her the location of the future gadget lab. She wasn't that familiar with the layout of Akihabara, but if she needed to, she could ask her for directions. But what if she came in unannounced and Okabe wasn't there? That bothered her a little, but she decided she could just leave if that happened. Her eyes lingered on the junk parts lined up at the bins in the shops as she walked, when she felt someone looking at her again. But when she turned around, she still didn't see anyone. Girl, you're getting paranoid, even though it's probably real. I can pretty much guarantee it's real, actually. She started walking again, then went around a corner into an alley. And then she was sure of it. Footsteps. She could hear them behind her. Of course, that was nothing special. She would often be out walking at night and hear footsteps behind her. She'd speed up her pace only to see an irritated man walk past a moment later. But this time, for some reason, she was sure it wasn't that. She decided to try walking faster, and found the footsteps went faster too. When she went slower, so did they. Whenever she saw a scene like this in a movie, she imagined that she'd just kick the guy in the face. Now that it was actually happening, she was too scared to turn around. Would you even be able to reach his face? She fumbled for the phone in her pocket. The idea of calling the police never occurred to her. Did you call Amadeus or did you call Rintaro? The only thing she thought of was the name of the man she was trying to meet, Okabe. She picked it out of her call history and pressed the button with trembling fingers. Please. The footsteps overlapped with the sound of the ringing. Okabe, help me. The footsteps were almost on top of her. Just when she couldn't take it anymore and was about to start running, he answered. Hello. She heard a voice coming from the other side of the phone. Hello, Okabe? It's me, Hyajo. I'm right next to your lab. Uh-oh. But she didn't get to say another word. By the time she realized that someone had grabbed her from behind, The phone had already slipped from her hands. We're gonna get the build up to the phone call and then... What's this? I asked Moeka Kiryu as I took the papers she offered me silently. She contacted Daro just 10 minutes ago and told him she was on her way to the lab. And she'd arrived right at the time she said she would. She must have been very close when she contacted him. Suspiciously so. What was she going to do if no one was here? A report. Evidently, it was a report about her investigation thus far. And the stack of papers was shaking a little in my hands. I still felt some unease when Moeka was in my presence. Maybe it was just because of the anxiety meds I'd taken right after she'd said she was coming, but I was still doing a lot better than yesterday. Okay, again, you're calling him uncle in front of a woman who can clearly see that he's not the age of an uncle, especially to you. Well, uncle? I guess it really isn't going to be that easy to find her. I see. She must have been expecting something, at least a little. There was an obvious tone of disappointment in her voice. Kagari, where are you? What are you doing? With no way to answer her, I just silently flipped through the pages of the report. What's up, Okarin? Find something useful? No, not really. But... let me see. I handed the report over to Suzuha without complaint. I pointed to the part that interested me with my finger. My investigation has revealed one interesting fact. Over the past 1 to 2 months, it seems another party besides ourselves has been searching for Kagari Shiina. What does that mean? That somebody else is investigating that name. Just what you read. Which meant... My phone started ringing before I could finish a thought. Is this a save moment? Don't know. Let me save. Theoretically, this should be, was this about whether I answer quickly or not? Because she's already been grabbed. We saw her get grabbed, so it doesn't matter. I don't think I can click it. Oh, I can click it. My phone started ringing before I could finish the thought. The caller was Maho Hyaja. This was an important discussion. I just have to call her back in 5 minutes. She'd forgive me for that much, I was sure. I was more interested in this other person who was looking for Kagari. Who were they? Had they met her? If they knew about what she was up to now, would it be worth talking to them? Maho was still calling. Was it something really important? Normally, I'd just ignore her and call her back later, but... Sorry, can I take this? For some reason, I had to answer. That's what it felt like. Hello? Hello? Okabe? It's me, Hyajo. She sounded on the verge of panic, and my voice naturally rose to match hers. What's wrong, Hyajo? I'm right next to your lab. Immediately afterward, I heard what sounded like a struggle, and then something hitting something else. Hyajo? Hyajo! What's wrong? Then there was only silence. Ocarine? What's wrong? From the tone of her voice, it was obvious something bad had happened. Someone's attacking this girl I know. Wait, seriously? Which girl? But I didn't stay to answer his question. I grabbed the nearest thing that could serve as a weapon and ran out of the lab. She said she was close to the lab. Yeah, but her definition of close could be different than yours. If she was coming from the station and had chosen a route that not many people would go down, she was probably... Ooh, good call. The alley directly in front of the lab. Is he gonna find her phone? That would be dumb to leave her phone there. I saw someone there. They were tall and slender, and I could see a tiny silhouette struggling behind them. That was... I knew it. The only girl I knew that size was Maho. Were you... Is this just someone who thinks you're cute? What is happening? Because that doesn't look like... I mean, it's clearly not Moeka, because she's still back at the lab. It's clearly not Kagari. Who the heck is this? Stop it! Let me go! Someone had grabbed her and she was trying desperately to escape. Hyajo! Huh? And the person who was holding her turned in surprise at my voice. A woman? It was only then that I realized it was a woman, and that she wasn't Japanese. American? Why are you saying it like that? Hey, let go of Hyajo. Did she not understand me? No. But she should have been able to guess what I was getting at. Let her go. I tried to strike a threatening pose with the weapon in my hand. I finally realized what I'd brought was a... Sialume? I don't know. Saber. Still, it would serve as a bluff. I'll say it again. Let her... Yeah, I kind of figured it wasn't. Because otherwise, you would have been much... You would have said our name in a much more panicky way. Or you said it in a more surprised way. It's not like that, Okabe. Huh? It wasn't. It wasn't like what? God. Oh. The woman let go of Maho and smiled. She walked towards me with her arms open wide. Oh God, she's gonna hug you too.
Are you Maho's boyfriend?
I don't have to translate that. No. Huh? What? Wait. Before I could ask what was going on, she wrapped her hands around my back and given me a firm hug.
から違うって言ってるのに。
Is it your mom somehow? I told you, he is not. I had no idea what the hell was going on, but the two soft objects pressed into my chest kept me from moving. I wasn't going to say anything when it said she gave him a big, firm hug, but,
Then
you know her, Hyojo.
ごめんなさい。私が早と
I'm
ちりしたせい
sorry.
で。
It was my mistake.
I'm Judy. Judy Reyes. Pleasure meeting you, Mr. Okabe.
It's kind of funny to... See, it's obviously a Japanese person speaking English, right? The way she said, pleasure meeting you. Judy Reyes. What was... It's not his name. Reyes. Have we heard someone named Reyes? I feel like we have. Have we? Or maybe I've just... Or maybe her name has been mentioned, which it probably has been. The woman named Judy Reyes offered me her hand. Her broad smile like the sun itself.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
日本語でいいわよ。
What? What? Okay. Japanese will do just fine.
え、教授って日本語喋れたんですか？
Well, even Maho's surprised. Oh, Professor. I think we probably heard the name. What? You speak Japanese, Professor?
ええ、実はね。
Yes, actually.
知らなかった。
I had no idea. But why?
女も
When a
私
girl
くらい
gets
の
to
年に
be
なる
my
と
age, a
いろい
lot
ろある
happens. Her mischievous wink looked pretty good on her.
それじゃあ改めて。
Anyway, I'll introduce myself properly. Judy. Judy Reyes. Nice to meet you. I returned her handshake.
岡部
る
倫太郎です。
Rentaro Okabe.
レイエス教授は今度日本で開かれる
Professor
AI
Reyes says she
関係
came
の
to
学会に出席する
Japan
ために
for an AI
来日したんですって。
教授っていうことはビクトル・コンドリア
She's a
大学
professor at Victor Crondia.
サイクフィシオロジーを研究してるわ。
I researched psychophysiology.
サイコフ
Psycho...
精神生理学のことよ。
It's the intersection of psychology and biology. In other words, she researches how the activities of the brain affect the inner workings and diseases of the mind.
そういう意味では
In that sense, her research is a lot more useful to humanity than ours.
そんなことないわ。
That's not true. Depending on how it turns out, your Amadeus could turn into an incredibly useful piece of technology.
そう言っていただけると
It
嬉しいで
makes
す。
me happy to hear you say that. In short, Dr. Reyes had happened to see Maho in the streets of Akihabara and had decided to surprise her by grabbing her from behind.
でもレイエス教
So
授
when did you get turned around then? Because she was hugging you from the front.
つけてくるなんて
I guess she put you down, showed you who she was, and then hugged you again. Still, that's pretty mean of you. Following me all the way from the station.
つける？魔法？私が？
Oh, I was afraid she was going to say that. I followed you? From the station?
ええ、後ろをついてきてましたよね。
That's right.
ずっと
You followed me the whole time, didn't you?
そんなことしてないわ。
No, I
私は
didn't.
さっきそこのショップ
I
で
happened to see you from that shop over there and decided to
ちょっと
surprise you.
驚かそうと思っただけ
Oh, I think
よ
she saved your life, Maho. So you weren't wrong. It's just that someone managed to show up in between you at that exact moment. Huh? Maho had only just relaxed when Dr. Ray's answer drained her face of its color.
ヒヤジョーさん
Hyojo,
つけられていたのか
someone followed you.
ええ、確かに
Yes.
そう感じたんだけど。
That's what it felt like.
レイエス教授
Did you see anyone
誰か怪しい人物を見かけた
suspicious?
りは
Dr. Reyes denied it with that unique shrug that foreigners always do. I looked back over the alley, but of course I didn't see anyone.
じゃあ私の
I
勘違い
must have been
だったのかしら
mistaken then.
きっとそうだわ。だって
I'm sure you were.
日本は世界
Japan's the
一治安のい
safest
い
country in the
国でしょ
world, right? It's the safest. It's still... You should still take caution. I mean, Japan still has plenty of problems, but still safer in comparison. Was it?
真帆はこの後どうするの？
What are you going to do now, Maho?
私は
Ray seemed to sense something in Maho's silence.
なるほど、そういうこと。それじゃあ私は行くわね。
It's
ウィンター
not
もそのう
like
ちゆっ
that.
くり話しましょう。
That's not why she was silent. She just doesn't want you asking questions for other reasons. Heh, I see. Alright, I'll be on my way then. We should talk sometime, Rentaro.
バイ。
Bye. There she goes. She gave me a meaningful wink as she left. The station was in the opposite direction. Should I have said something? I got a strange sense that she was feeling me out, but it seemed like a waste of time to resist.
というわけで、彼女が冷や
So this is Hyajo.
ほら、
You remember me telling you about how I met her at the seminar, right?
お騒がせしてごめんなさい
Sorry for all the fuss. I ended up taking Maho back to the lab, where everyone is waiting for my return. Oh god, there I was gonna say the thing. Suza had actually gone out once to look for me, but evidently by that time I was already gone. Well, I'm glad it was nothing. After I gave an introduction and an explanation, everyone let out a sigh of relief. Maho seemed to want to ask a lot of questions about the lab, but I had something I had to finish first.
すまん。どこまで話したんだったか。
Sorry, where were we? We were talking about another group looking for Kagari-tan.
そう。
Yeah,
それだ。
that's right.
その、
That
それは本当なんですか？
is that true, Kiryu?
桐生さん。
本当
It's true. I looked back down at Moeka's report, where she'd written all the details. She'd even hired a private investigator to check it out. I thought you were the private investigator. Which meant that it was probably true.
それが鈴葉という可能性はない。
There's no chance it was Suzaha.
それは私も考えた
I thought of that, but
探していたのは
some of the people looking for her were men.
中には
Some were even
外国
foreigners.
人
Foreigners? Why would they be looking for Kagari?
こっちでかがりと関わりがあるのは
I'm the only one with any connection to Kagari in this time.
それなのに
So why would anyone
一体誰が
ask what we were thinking? Could it be Saren? And maybe Saren realized that she was from the future and had gone looking for her. But if that was the case, then Moeka would have to know about it and probably wouldn't bring it up. Unless she's trying to play some 5D chess with us. No, the rounders were all given their orders individually, so it would make sense if she didn't know what the others were up to. True, that's a good point. I forgot about that. Right, they don't have like that direct connection, so they're all doing their own thing.
椎名かがりはこっちに来てもう10年。
Kagari Shiina's been here for 12 years.
その間、
She has to have met some people during that
知り合いが
time.
できたとしてもおかしいことじゃないな。
She met one person who changed her whole identity. More like she couldn't survive that long without somebody's help. That's true.
つまり、
In other words, what this report tells us is
椎名かがりを知る何者かがここ最近何らかの
someone who knows who Kagari Shiina is has started looking for her recently, for some unknown reason.
少なくとも最近まで
And that means that, at least until recently, she was alive. Well, what a way to put it. Oh, that's right. Unless they could travel through time like Suzuha, they were looking for her. That meant they'd known where she was until she disappeared. If people had started looking for her in the last few months, that meant she'd been alive until then. There was nothing else to be learned from Moeka's report.
どうする
What will you do?
引き続き調査
Shall
を
I
お願いでき
continue
ます
the
か
investigation? If people were looking for Kagari and Akihabara, that meant she might still be there, be here.
分かった
Alright. Hang on. Okay. Moeka took her payment for the work she'd done so far and left the lab. And Daru had paid the bill. It seemed that when his future daughter was at stake, he was willing to spend money. Well, I think you would also, and you were quite a cheapskate in the first game. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. You're looking for someone? Mo had been looking around the lab with interest.
あ
Yeah,
あちょっと知人をな
just a girl I know. It worried me that some of the people looking for Kagari Shiina weren't Japanese. That was a message. Hey, Ocarine, what time are you getting home today? Huh? Something going on. I met your mom and she asked me to cook tonight. What? She has to go to a meeting for the shopping street, and she wasn't sure what to do for dinner. So Mayushi said she'd do the cooking, and she said that was okay. Are you sure? You're busy too, aren't you, Mayuri? You don't have to do it. It's fine. I'll make something good. Come home soon. I see. Really? Seriously? I'll be waiting. Danger. Even outside of Saren, there were people all over the world who would jump at the chance to learn more about the time machine. If they somehow learned that Kagari was from the future, that could mean she was caught up in some kind of trouble.
それじゃオカリン、そろそろ冷や上司のことを詳しく。
Alright, Okaman. Give me the KWSK on Hyajoshi. The knowledge... I have no idea. What are you talking about?
詳しくって言われても前に
I've already told you everything there is to know, though. She was Dr. Leskinen's assistant, and both she and the professor had been very good to me. I was helping them with their work a little. I told them all this before.
例えば冷や上司がこのラボ
For
のメン
example,
バーに加わって
is there going to be a super development where she suddenly becomes a lab member? Well, that happens in the first game.
ないだろ
Probably not. Actually,
じゃあせめて
yes.
魔法担と呼んで
That's what happened in the
も
other
いいです
ending,
か
technically, in a
ちょっと
way.
呼ぶ
Then, can I at least call her Mahotan? Actually, I'm just gonna.
魔法たん
Mahotan?
あれ名前間違ってた、
Huh? Did I get your name wrong?
そうじゃなくてその変な呼び
That's
方
not
に
it.
引っかかったの
It's just a weird thing to say.
でも魔法
But you're Mahotan, right? Mahotan? Don't you agree, Ocarine?
俺に振るな。
Don't ask me.
とにかくその呼び方
Just
は
stop
やめて
calling me that.
だが断る。
But I refuse. He never changes, does he?
それでヒアジョンさん、
So, anyway,
今日はどうして
ヒアジョン。what brings you to the lab today?
ここのことは君に話
Did I tell you about this place? No, but a certain someone else did.
アマデウスに教えてもらったわ。
Amadeus told me.
今日は
There was
本来は話した
something
い
I
こ
wanted
と
to
があっ
talk
た
to you
のだ
about,
けど、
but forget it.
まあいいわ。噂のラボを見ることが
I
できた
got
し、
to see this mysterious
それ
laboratory,
に
and it looks like you're all
なんだ
busy.
かあなたたちも大変みた
No,
いだ
come
から
on, ask. Even though he'll just reject you again, because he doesn't want you to open that
ひょ
thing.
っとしてあいつ
Was she
怒ってたか。
mad?
ええ、とて
Yeah,
も怒ってたわ。
she was really ticked off.
連絡して
She
も
says
出
you're
な
not
いって
picking up her calls. That's exactly what I expected. Yeah.
ちゅ、何
What?
それ何の話
What? What? What are we talking about?
別に浮いた話じゃないから。
Nothing involving romance. Cool it, man.
岡部さん、やっぱり辛いの？
Is this really bothering you after all, Okabe?
テスターやめ
If
て
you
も
want
ら
to
って
stop being
も
a tester, you can.
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃ
No,
ないんだ。
that's not it. It's just... I hated how I was starting to feel dependent on her.
また気が向いた時にでも話してあ
Talk
げ
to
て。
her sometime. If you ever feel like
寂
it,
しがってるわ。
she's lonely.
わかった。
Okay. The word lonely made my heart ache a little. But even so, I still didn't talk to Kurisu that day. We not swapping. Several days had passed since Moeka had given her report. I checked last night, and evidently there was nothing new to say. She had her deadlines for her magazine, she said, and couldn't spend a lot of time on it. That other group of people who were searching for Kagari Shiina concerned me, but I couldn't ask her to prioritize it over her own work.
マユシはとっても残念
Huh.
なのです。
Mayushi's very disappointed.
ん
Hmm?
もしかして、
Is this about the
クリスマ
Christmas
スパーティ
party?
ーの話か
Why? What's wrong?
楓さんと吹雪ちゃん、
Really?
用ができちゃったって。
I was about to say, is it that no one's coming? That's different. Yep. Kaede and Fubuki are both busy,
フェリスちゃんは
And
お仕
Ferris is at
事
work.
で
and Nai's going to spend it with her dad.
店長さんと過ごすことになってて、ダル君は
And Daru says he's going to go out have fun with Yuki.
結構なことじゃないか。
That's a good thing, isn't it? I'd heard that Suza had gone through a lot of work to set that up. And she was always complaining that Daru wasn't making his intentions clear with Yuki. From Suzaha's perspective, her own existence was at stake. Even if it was already fated to happen, something still might interrupt it. Like Kagari? More than anything, she probably wanted to see her mom and dad getting along in this peaceful world. If something came out of this, it would probably make her feel better.
マイレもクリスマスは家で過ごした方がいいんじゃないのか
You sure you don't want to spend Christmas with your
お
family?
じさんがケーキを
Your dad was reserving a cake.
お父さんに会ったの？
You met my dad?
家の近くでバッ
I ran into him near my house.
マユリをびっくり
He was
さ
all
せるため
excited
に
because he was
大きいのを
reserving a big
や
cake
つ
to
に張り切ってた
surprise you.
そっか。
I see. Then maybe I should do
あ
that.
あ、その方がいいね。
あ、言っと
Oh,
くが
but don't let him know I
今
told
の
you.
聞かなかったことにしてくれ
It's supposed to be
せっか
a
くのおじさん
surprise.
のサプライズだからな
わかったよ。
Yeah, okay. But what are you going to do for Christmas?
クリスマス。
特に予定はないかな
I guess I don't have any
うちは
plans.
もともと
My family never did stuff like that. The guys at school were having a men-only drinking party. but I hadn't been invited. Really? Why? I kept telling them she wasn't, but they insisted on thinking that Mayuri was my girlfriend. Some of them headed out for me because of that. Ah.
確かサンタさんにプレゼントが欲しい
Didn't you say that one year you asked Santa for a present?
朝枕
And the next day you found vegetables under your pillow?
どう見ても
Yeah,
あの日の売れ残り
it was
が
obviously stuff left over from the day
不明
before.
をつけたら
When I went to complain, my dad yelled at me and told me we weren't Christians anyway. Honestly, I'm amazed I actually grew up alright. Well, if you could call how I ended up alright.
クリスマスが終わったら
Once Christmas is done, there's Kamima,
そ
and
したら
then New
もう
Year's.
お正
The year
月
just flies by.
そうだな
You're right. It hadn't flown by for me at all. I'd gone through the same span of days again and again. For me, the year had been unimaginably long.
そうだねえオカリン
Oh,
クリスマス
I know.
パーティーはできない
Hey, Ocarine.
けど
Since we can't have a Christmas party, how about we have a New Year's party?
みんなで初詣
We could all go visit the shrine
そ
and
れ
eat
から
oseichi, and say Happy New Year's.
私もよろしくって言って
あいいんじゃない
Yeah,
か
that sounds like a good idea.
だよねだよね
Right? Right? Okay, then I'll ask everybody later.
みんなに聞いてみるね
Mayuri stood up to go.
さてと
Okay,
まゆし
Mayushi's about to go shopping.
お買い物
買い物
Shopping? Yep,
ふぶきちゃん
I
用
need
の
some
お
props
菓子
for
でね
Fubuki's
急
cosplay.
に小物が必要になっちゃって
そうか気をつけて行ってこいよ
I see. Take care. Okay.
そうだオカリンルカ君がね
Oh,
オカ
right.
リンに何か
Ocarine,
相談があれば
Lukako wanted to talk to you about something. True, I forgot about that. Oh. That's right. Lukako had called me. After that, Moeka had come and so much had happened that I'd forgotten. Knowing Lukako, since I told him I'd call him back, he's probably been waiting for me this whole time.
分かった
Got
こっ
it.
ちから連絡
I'll get in touch with him.
お願いね
Okay, thanks.
じゃあ行って
Bye bye.
きます
Mayuri put on her coat, waved, and went out the door. All right, I should get in touch with Lukako.
うん
You just autosaved. Why did you just autosave? I don't know. It feels like this isn't important, but I'll save it for now, I guess. And so he wanted to talk to me. What could it be about, I wonder? He wasn't going to tell me he wanted to be a girl again, was he? No, no way. I'd only heard about that because of the phone wave. But then... Also, he only wanted to be a girl so that he could be in a relationship with you, because you're not gay. Well, I'd know once I asked. Okay, we're calling after all.
ルカ子のやつ出ないな
Lukako isn't picking up. Oh well. I'd have to send him a rhyme. I typed in my message. Sorry, I forgot all about yesterday. And I sent it. And then I waited a while for a response to come back. But there was no sign of him even reading the rhyme message. Was he busy with something? For a moment, I thought of going to the shrine to see. But if he was busy, I didn't want to bother him. He'd contact me when he had time. Just when I was thinking about that, I heard footsteps coming up the stairs outside the lab. Is it Luca? Those sound very light, like a thin person. I was almost going to say feminine. I don't know about that, though. Although there's a lot of women in this game, so might as well be. It didn't sound like Daru. Daru's steps were a lot heavier.
どうぞ。
Come in. Oh, it is
こんに
Luca.
ちは。
Well, in a way, I was kind of right about sounding a bit feminine, even though he's he. Hello,
ルカ子。
Lukako.
よかった。
Good.
岡部さん、
Okabe,
ここにいてく
I'm
れ
glad
て。
you're here. It was Lukako, the boy I'd just been trying to get a hold of.
すまない
Where's。your phone?
この前の
Sorry,
件すっかり
I
忘
totally
れてたん
forgot.
だ。
So I just called
それ
you.
でさっき電話したんだが。
あ、本当だ。
Huh? Oh,
ごめんなさい。
you're right.
僕の方
I'm
こそ
sorry.
気づか
I
なく
didn't
て。
notice either. He looked guilty, as if he'd done something wrong.
いや、別にいいよ。
No, it's
そ
fine.
れより寒いだろ。
Anyway,
入って
you've
くれ
got to be cold. Come in.
はい。
Oh, sure. But he hesitated, seemingly distracted by something behind him. Hello, Kai. Thanks for your daily check-in. Oh, hydrate. I shall hydrate. Thank you, Kai. And congrats on first. How goes Helldivers? You started so late? Yeah. It's not been a good day. I managed to start before midnight at least. So my streak still counts. It's going good, that's good. Addictive, of course. Yeah, I know a lot of people do quite enjoy that game. Not really into that kind of stuff really, but I do see why everyone else is into it. But he hesitated. Oh, I said this already.
岡部さん。
So, Okabe,
その、
I was going to talk to you
相
about
談の件
something.
なんですけど、実は、
But
そ
first,
の前に
there's someone I'd like
会
you
っ
to
ても
meet.
らいたい人がいて、
Is that okay?
連れてきたんですけど、
Someone you'd like me to meet?
いいですか？
Someone I don't know?
会ってもらいたい人？
Someone you'd like me to meet. Is it your dad's friend?
えっと、
Well... Lukako moved slightly to the side. Slightly to the side? They're behind you? Or they're around the corner? If they're behind you, they're tiny. If they're around the corner, then... Oh, God, not another girl. Is it someone we know? And a girl appeared behind him.
はじめまして。
It's not gonna be someone pretending to be Kagari, is it? Because we know Kagari is Yuki. Hello. Wait, he knows them? How does he know them? What? Impossible. Who is this? She has red hair. The girl there was...
クリス。
No, that's not... Her face looks a little different, doesn't it? Or is it her hair that looks a little different? The bangs look a little different? It's not Kurisu. I don't remember Kurisu having siblings. There's no way it's her mother, though. I think. Kurisu.
よろしくお願いします。
Wait, what? Nice to meet you.
どうぞ。
Come in.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. I offered her a cup of tea I poured out of a plastic bottle, and she thanked me in a voice that was almost impossible to hear. Should I be giving her the whispery voice? For my part, it was all I could do to keep the hand holding the cup from trembling. She's similar, but she's also... The face clearly looks different. Just enough. that I don't think I would mistake her for Kurisu. I took another good look at the girl sitting across from me.
似てる。
Not just like her. She looks just like her. Not like Lukako. The girl in front of me looked just like Kurisu Makase. Her brown hair. Brown? Is it brown? That clearly looks very red to me. Was it brown this whole time? If you say so. Her brown hair. Her slightly slanted eyes. Her unconcerned expression. Right now, there was no sign of her strong-willed nature. But other than that, they were identical. When I'd first seen her, my heart felt like it was going to stop. But on closer inspection, some parts were different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was avoiding that one. And I kind of had a feeling you were about to bring it up. I was about to say, don't bring that up. Like, the size of her breasts. Oh, can't wait for Ryan to read that. Was she about our age? Our age? Oh, wait. Our age? Do you mean your age? Wouldn't that make her older? She looked older than Lukako. Or do you just mean range? I knew Lukako had a sister. Could this be her? She had a quiet air about her that seemed similar to Lukako. But I thought I remembered hearing that Lukako's sister was actually quite cheerful. Speaking of which, I never got the dialogue about Lukako's sister in the first game. There's an achievement about, like, that whole story, apparently, that I still need to get. Some kind of issue, I guess, that Luka has with his sister? Maybe? I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Oh, nothing. So, Lukako. Lukako? Oh, excuse me. And that's just what I call him. Since, you know, he looks like a girl. Why would you say that? Did Luka know that? I just realized that it was a pretty rude nickname. But it was a habit now. And there was no changing it. I see. Her expression softened, just a little. She really did look just like her. I took a shallow breath and forced myself to relax. So, Lukako, who is this? Okay, so it is your dad's friend. Or at least the daughter of your dad's friend? Wait a minute. No. Is it... Wasn't it supposed to be a guy? It can't be, It can't be, Kurisu's father. And surely he didn't have another child. I'm saying that there's no way Kurisu's father is the visitor, right? There's no way he had another child that was older. Maybe. I don't know. Well, remember how I told you my dad had a visitor staying?
Oh.
Yeah, you told me. Is this her? You're the visitor? Okay, how old are you? Yes. And that was a surprise. I thought a friend of your father's would be older. Well, how old is she? Okay. So I was right. So the friend, so she's, well, not necessarily the daughter, but related to the friend. Oh, no. More precisely, someone my dad knows brought her.
Oh.
Oh. So this wasn't the person who was talking about Harumi. That made me feel a little better.
それで相談というのは
So, I wanted to talk to you about her.
その
Why?
前に名前を教え
Because
て
she
もらっ
looks
て
like
もい
them?
いかな。
Before that,
この人
can you tell me your name?
話しにくいだろ。
It's hard to just keep saying her. What's your last name? Tell me your name. Her face clouded. Why? Did I say something wrong?
実は相談というのは
There's no way you're about to say you're Kagari. Because Kagari is Yuki. Or at least the fake Yuki. She's pretending to be Yuki. She had plastic surgery, so there's no way... Unless... it's the mother of Kagari? Because why does Kagari kind of look similar to Kurisu? And whatnot, you know? Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
あの
Well,
この人が
how can we find out who this girl is?
その知るには
It took a moment before I understood what he said. There's no way you're gonna pretend to be Kagari. Did they find someone who looked similar enough to pretend to be Kagari?
待ってくれ、ルカ子。
Wait a second, Lukako. What do you mean?
記憶喪失なんだそうです。
She's got amnesia, she says.
記憶
Amnesia.
喪失。
はい。
That's right.
それじゃあ名前も
Then she doesn't even remember her name.
はい。
That's right.
どこの誰かも
Or who she is.
はい。
That's right.
どうして
Why?
わかりません。
Hello, Lumino Tricks. Welcome in. Congrats on second, and thanks for your daily check-in. Your first check-in. Welcome in. How are you today? I don't know. Of course not. If she knew, she wouldn't have amnesia. Hello, welcome in.
でもどう
But
して俺に
why come to me?
岡部さんなら
I'm fine, that's
記
good to
憶
hear.
を取り戻すいい方法を知っているんじゃないかと思って。
I thought you might know of a good way to bring back someone's memories. I mean, I may be a mad scientist,
岡部
but
さんよく人間の脳とか記憶とかすごく難しい
you
話を
talk about
たくさん
memories
して
and
た
the
から
brain and all that complicated stuff all the time. Go to sleep? I mean, he should.
何でもいいんです。私が自分の
Anything you
こと
can
を
do to help me
取り
bring
戻せ
back
る
my
方法
memories
が
would be
あれば
wonderful. I wonder if Suzuha is going to come in and recognize her.
待ってくれ。
Wait.
確かにそういう
Sure,
話を
I
して
talk
た
about
わ
that stuff a lot,
それはただ
but I'm
興
just
味
an
があるだけ
interested
で
amateur.
専門
I don't know
的な
anything
興味
special.
は
I knew how the brain worked and how it was laid out. You can redeem the end stream? And I knew what amnesia was. But bringing back someone's memories was a different matter. Even the latest medical technology would be useless. Unless, of course, you had your memory stored on a system like Amadeus.
そうですか。
I see. And the girl was visibly disappointed.
だったら
Th-
何か
then,
身元を
is there
調
some
べ
way
る
you
こ
can
とは
find out
で
who
きない
she
でしょう
is?
か。
Kana seems to be suffering so much.
本当に辛そうで。
So you do have a name for her. Could have given me that at least.
カナさん
Kana.
仮の名前だからかなと。ルカさんの
Luca's father gave me that name. He said I needed a name.
不便だから。
He says it means temporary. Okay, who's the person you came with?
ずいぶん
It's
安
not
直だ
Leskinen
な
somehow, is it? It doesn't sound like a lot of thought went into that. Was that okay?
いつまでも名乗る名前でない
He said since I wasn't going to be using it
それ
forever,
くらいの方が
it'd be better this way. I couldn't tell if that was deep or not.
岡部さん
Okabe,
なんとかならないでしょうか
is there anything you can do?
名前だけ
If
で
we
も
could
わ
at
かれ
least
ば
find out her name.
なんとか力になって
I'd love to help. But wouldn't it be faster to go to a private
更
investigator?
新所なんかに頼んだ方がいいんじゃないのか。
更新所探偵さんみたいなもので
Private
すか
investigator? Like a detective agency? You didn't even think of that?
あ
Yeah,
あ、でも
but even that's gonna be rough with nothing to go on
何
at
か
all.
手がかりのようなものがないと厳しいだろう。財布とかカバンとか持ってなかったのか。
You didn't have a wallet, or a bag, or anything.
そういった
Good voice acting, thank you.
何も
No, nothing.
何も
Nothing.
別に
Not
大したもの
necessarily
じゃなくて
something
もいい。
big.
一つ
I'd imagine there has to be at least one thing.
一つだけ
There is one
た
thing.
だこれ
but
が
I
手
don't
が
know
か
if
り
it'll
にな
help.
るのかどうかは
Is it gonna be the little figure? Oh wait, a handkerchief? She slowly took out a handkerchief, as if it was something that was very important to her. Whatever was inside must have been the one thing she was carrying. Oh, it's inside the handkerchief. Is it gonna be... What was it called? I forget what the figure was called. The figurine was called. May I see?
はい
Yes.
もしかしてお客さん
Huh? Do we have visitors? Almost at the exact same time Kana opened the handkerchief, I heard Mayuri's soft voice from the front hall. Evidently, she was back from shopping. Suzu's back. Is Suzu gonna recognize her? And Suzuha was behind her, too. That was a rare combination. Had they run into each other on the way?
あまゆりちゃん
Oh, Mayuri.
ルカ君
It's Luca.
ルカ兄さん
Brother
そちら
Luca.
の人は
Who is this?
うちに泊まっている
she's a
お客さんで
Who's staying with my family? And Kana bowed her head a little. Wow. For some reason, Mayuri gave a happy little sigh as she looked at the handkerchief in Kana's hands. It is, isn't it? Yep, Upa. That's what it was. Upa. That's a Upa, right? Yep. Now, does it look old, though, is the question. Inside of the white handkerchief was a faded Upa keychain. So they found someone who can look like Kagari, right? The professor probably brought her. And he probably, like, did some brainwashing to make her forget stuff. To send her here. Because we're asking about Kagari, and then Moeka reported it to him, I bet.
好きなんですか
Do you like Upa? Mayushi loves him too.
もしかして
Is this your
手が
clue?
かりというのはそれか。
It was an old Upa keychain. Was that really a clue?
でもこのウー
But how old is this?
パのか
It looks pretty old.
なずいぶん古いみたいだけど
It really did, come to think of it. Upa was a character from the Rainet Kakeru anime. Upa products had only been around for a few years now. But the one I was looking at was very old.
これ元々は
This was probably green to start with.
緑色だったんじゃないかな
It's the Forest Fairy version.
だってこれ
森の妖精さん。
Forest Fairy. Yep,
この前
it was in the movie that just came out.
やったんだ
Mayushi's got one too, see? But the design's a little different.
このところのデザインが
I couldn't see any difference at all. It's obviously not faded.
このキーホルダーねなかなか売ってなくて
This keychain's really hard to find, so I was looking everywhere for it.
そしたらこの
And then Luca found it and
ルカ君の
bought it for me a while ago, remember?
たまたまお店を覗いたら
Yeah, I just happened to see it on sale.
しかし妙だ
That's strange, though.
この
If
前
it's
の
from a
映画
new
のグッズ
movie,
なら
it can't have been on sale that
発売して
long.
すぐのはずだ
And yet it's so
こんな
old.
に古くは
Huh? Suzu? Are you looking at Suzu? Only then did I realize how pale Kana's face was.
大丈夫ですかかなさん
Are you okay, Kana?
具合が悪いのか
Are you not feeling well?
大丈夫
I'm fine. She is not fine. And Kana tried to stand up and almost fell forward. Lukako quickly grabbed her.
そうだ
I
何
know.
か冷たいものを
I'll get you something cold. Dr. P? I went to get a bottle of water out of the fridge when I noticed that Suzuha was staring at Kana in shock. She does recognize her. So this person is they're trying to pass this person off as Kagari. But it's obviously not. Because right now Daru is with Yuri. And Yuri is Kagari right now.
鈴葉
そう
This is impossible.
Eh?
Huh? Strangely, Kana wasn't the only one who was shaking a little. And Suzuha was too.
嘘それ
No, that
その
Upa.
ウーパー
どうしたんだ
What's wrong, Suzuha?
私は知って
I
る
know that Upa. It's...
そのウーパー
Huh? Or no. Huh?
おい
Hey,
鈴葉
Suzuha. He's freaking out. Probably because of the brainwashing. Do they? Well, I guess they would know about Suzu. Because the real Kagari would have said that. Kana staggered a few steps towards Suzuha, and then a few steps more. It couldn't be. No, there was just no way. But
もしかしてお前
are you? She keeps freaking out.
かがり
What?
お前はかがり
Are you
椎名かがり
Kagari?
なのか
Are you Kagari Shiina? No. And Kana's eyes went wide. I feel like she's been brainwashed to be triggered by that name, and to probably be triggered by you. They probably took the real Kagari's memories and probably tried to implant some of it into this one. Whoever this is. Oh god, she fell. And she slowly collapsed to the floor. Cleared a stray sheep. Hey, I cleared it. New chapter. I was kind of thinking maybe making this one a short stream. Just because I was so late and my sleep schedule is so screwed up. So I was thinking about making this one a real short one. But I feel bad making it just an hour. Okay, I'll go a little longer.
どうだ
Well,
少しは落ち着いた
calm
か
down a bit. I can relate to 90 minutes, the length of a movie.
はい
That sounds about right.
おかげさまで
Yes, thank you. Kana had passed out after hearing the name Kagari Shiina from Suzuha, But with help from Lukako and the girls, she woke up 10 minutes later. 10 minutes. But she still didn't look very good.
ルカ子、それにマユリ、
Lukako
すまないが
and Mayuri,
何か冷たいも
sorry,
のを買ってきてく
but
れ
can
な
you
い
go
か
buy something cold to drink? Well, you didn't have any water?
それから額
And
に
some
貼
of
る
those
冷
cooling
却シー
sheets
ト
that you
の
put
よう
on
な
your
ものがある
forehead
と嬉し
would be
い。
nice too. I felt bad for Lukako, but I probably didn't want either of them hearing what we were about to discuss.
わかった。
Wait, but you already said the name Shiina.
行こう、ルカくん。
Yep, okay. Let's go, Luka. Drink some water.
うん。
Oh, yeah. Lukako seemed interested in hearing about what was going on. But still, he went along with Mayuri. What happened next was the problem.
カナさん、
Kana.
かがり、お前、今まで
Shouldn't
ど
you
こ
be
で
careful
何を
about
して
throwing
いた
around that name? Kagari, where have you been? What have you been doing? What? As Suzuha opened her mouth, the second Mayuri and Lukako left. Her words were as sharp as a knife blade, and Kana looked terrified.
一体、どういうつもりであの時。
What the hell were you thinking when you...
待て鈴葉。
Wait,
彼
Suzuha.
女は記憶を失った。
She's lost her memories.
なんだって。
What did you say? Explain what had brought Kana here. Hold on. What? Why are you answering? I'm about to reveal an important secret to you, Nya. I actually get a choice? Oh yeah? Blush. But I refuse. I like how it's... How is it her? But I refuse. Come on, just let me say it, Nya. And it's probably just some more made-up nonsense, right? And it's really hard keeping up with all the stuff you say. You've changed, Ocarine. Will you never go back to the old you? Will you never go back to being Kiyoma? Yeah? Sorry. Again, why is he... Wasn't that Moeka? It's weird for him to use Moeka as stickers. Anyway. Explain what had brought Kana here.
記憶喪失。
Amnesia.
それじゃ、
Then she doesn't even know where she's been.
あ
Yeah.
あ、でも、
But there's something we need to
その
find
前
out
に確か
first.
めなければならないことがある。
Whether or not she was really Kagari Shiina.
カナさん、
Kana.
はい。
Oh, yes?
さっきしていた話は
Do you remember what we were just talking about?
はい。
Yes.
どうする？
What do you want to
続きはも
do?
う少し回復して
Should
から
we
に
wait
す
for you
る
to
か？
recover a little more before we continue?
いえ、大丈夫です。
I'm fine. She was clutching her upa so hard that her fingertips had gone white. But there was a light in her eyes as she looked up at Suzuha.
じゃあ、さっきの話を続け
Okay,
よう。
let's get back to it. Suzuha, what makes you say that this is
お前が彼女を嗅がれたと
Kagari?
いうその根拠は何だ？
The upa?
そのウーパだよ。それは、
That upa.
かがりが
Kagari never let go of it.
持ってたものなんだ。
She said it was a present from her
ママに
mom that
もら
would
った
keep
んだ
her
って
safe.
お守りだって。
Well, it looks like she had to let
ず
go
っ
of
と
it.
大事にしてた。
She's willing to let go if it serves a purpose. Kana slowly opened her hand. The tiny old upa was staring up at us with a silly look on its face. A present from her mom. A present from Mayuri.
カナさんはそのウーパだけが
Kana said that
自分が
upa
持っ
was
て
the
いた
one
もの
thing
だ
she
って
had
言
with her.
っていたが、
はい。
That's right. I woke up without my memories, and the only thing I had was his keychain.
倒れていた
Woke up.
はい。
Now, if only she could tell us. Well, it probably wasn't Leskinen. It was probably some like rounder guy they brought in. Yes.
どのあたりで倒れていたんだ
Woke up where?
千葉の参道です。県境あたりの。
Interesting. A mountain path in Chiba, near the prefecture's border.
近くのお寺の
The priest of a nearby temple happened to be passing by, and he found me lying on the ground. Did they intentionally look for a priest who was going to go visit Luca's father? Luca, who is our friend? They really banked on that. That's so over the top.
その後しばらくはその方の
I
お
stayed
寺
there
で
for a while.
お世話になっていたんです。ですが、お寺は
But they said the temple was a place of spiritual training. They couldn't let a girl stay there for very long. Okay, so girls don't get to spiritual train?
それでルカ子の
So they sent you to Lukako's place.
というわけか
はい。その
Yes.
住職さん、
The priest thought that Luca was a
ルカ君
girl,
のことを女の子だって思っていて、それで年
so
の
they
近
thought
い
it would be
女
good
の
to
子
send
の
me
い
to
る
a home
家
with a
な
girl
ら
my age.
私にとってもいいだろうって
I mean, Luca does have an older sister.
盲点だった。まさかこんな近くにい
I
たなん
never
て。
thought of that. If only I'd known you were so close. The guest that Lukako had mentioned a few days ago was probably that priest. Which means that Kagari Shiina, had been there the whole time. We'd been searching blindly for her without any idea. And then she just winds up in our laps like, please, come on. And she's been there the whole time. If only I'd taken Lukako's call, we wouldn't have had to go through all this. That's a good point. That call came the first time we met. Is Moeka involved? Because I assume Moeka told them that we're looking for Kagari, and then they would have set this up. Is Moeka not actually involved?
それでカナさん君はカガリという名を聞いて
So,
何か思い
Kana,
出すことはないか
did you remember anything when you heard the name Kagari?
正直を言うと、よ
To be
くわ
honest,
かりません。
I don't know. But it feels like I've heard it before.
すごく懐かしい感じがします。それに、
And Kana's words cut off as she looked at Suzaha. Are you gonna say you recognize her?
その先ほどの
That
方、
girl from before.
まゆ姉さんのこと？
Oh. You mean Big Sis Mayu?
まゆ姉さん？
Big Sis Mayu?
あの子は椎名真由里というんだ
That's Mayuri Shiina.
まゆりさん。あの方を
Mayuri,
見たとき、なぜだ
somehow,
かすごく
when I saw
温か
her,
い気持ちに
I
なり
felt
ま
very
した。
warm. It's gotta be that they implanted Kagari's memories into this person. Even if she was Kagari Shiina, she would only have known Mayuri after she'd grown up. But her appearance can't have changed that much. Which meant that it would make sense that seeing her would stir some feelings within Kagari.
ねえ、それもう一度見せ
Hey,
てもらってもいい？
can I see that again?
はい。
Oh, sure. Kagari handed the old Upa over to Kana.
やっぱ
Wait,
り
I'm sorry.
これ
What did you just say? Oh, wait, whoa.
かなりが持って
I barely caught that. What did you just say? Kagari handed the old Upa over to Kana. I'm sorry, no. I think you meant to say Kagari or Kana. Probably Kana, honestly. Handed the old Upa over to Suzaha.
たものだよ。
Yeah, This is definitely Kaguri's.
では私はその
Then,
シ
does that mean I'm this Kaguri
という
Shiina
名
girl?
前だったんでしょうか。
そうだな。
I
ま
think
だ
so.
確証があるわけじゃないが、
We can't be sure yet,
そう考える
but
と
that would
妥当
make
だと思う。
sense.
いや間違いない。彼女はかがりだ。
No, you're wrong.
そのキーホルダーが何
No,
よりの証拠だ
I'm
よ。
sure of it. This is
マユ
Kaguri.
姉さんが
The keychain is
か
proof
がりにあげ
of
た
it.
ものなんだから。
Big Sis Mayu gave this to Kaguri. And the real Kaguri gave it to her on the orders of the professor, clearly.
でもよりによって記憶喪失だなんて。
But how could you have amnesia of all things? The keychain probably did belong to Kaguri. But she also could have gifted it by Kaguri Shiina. Or she could have picked it up off the ground. She has been gifted it. Of course. Suza said that the keychain was very important to Kaguri. Yes, but that's because she's around her. It was unlikely that she'd drop it, or give it to someone. Which meant, no, don't come to this conclusion. That's what they want you to do. She showed up too easily, think about that. Hold on to that fact. Then the door opened, and Mayuri poked her head through to see what was going on. Awkward.
大丈夫ですか？
Is everything okay?
あ
Oh,
あ、悪かったな。
sorry.
わざわざ。
Thanks for getting that.
いえ、
Not at all. You again? You really don't want to know, Nya? Tempted to say this one. But I refuse. You really, really don't want to know, Nya? Nope. You may not get another chance, Nya. For real? But I refuse. And that's the end of that. At least we'll see. The drinks and cooling sheets were taken out of their plastic bags and put on the desk.
それで、
So, Lukako waited a moment for her to take a sip of the drinks, and then spoke with a quivering voice.
かなさんは、
So,
あまねさんの
is
知り合
Kana
いの
this Kaguri girl
か
that
がりさんという方だったん
Amane
で
was
しょ
looking
う
for?
か？
そう。
Yeah,
だな。
that's
そう考
probably
え
the
るのが
case.
妥当だと思う。
そうですか。よかったです。
Welcome in, Dust Bob. Yo, the
Why
classic?
did they
Yes, the
walk
classic. At least the sequel to the classic. Welcome in. I'm so glad. Now that you at least know your name.
ルカ君。
Luca. Rukako's voice? Probably. It's also kind of... Oh, wait, did you mean Lukako? Or the actual... Wasn't there a Rukako in this? But yeah, I don't have many voices to do. Also, it's kind of hard to... Usually I try to make sure I'm doing the right voice when I listen to it through stream, but the phone I use to listen to my stream, it keeps crashing. So unfortunately, I'm unable to do the voices I normally do. So I'm unsure if I'm doing them. Because I have to listen to make sure it's the right one. Kana, that is, Kaguri, smiled gently when she saw how relieved Lukako was.
あ、でも、それなら、あまねさん
Oh,
は、
but
か
then,
がりさんの本当
do
のお
you know
家
where her
を
real
知っ
family
てい
is?
るんでしょうか？いや、それ
Huh?
は、
No, that's...
鈴葉は、
Suzuha was Kaguri's neighbor when they were kids,
でも
but she
12
moved 12 years
年前に引っ
ago
越してしまっ
and
て
hasn't been able to find her
それ
since.
からの行方がわからな
Isn't
か
that
ったら
right?
しい。そうだな。
そうなんだ。
That's right.
それで最
And
近
all of a
急
sudden,
に懐かしくなった
I really started missing her,
お金おじさんに
so I came to
相談して
Uncle
たんだよ。
Okarin for help.
そういうわけだ。
So that's
だ
the
から鈴葉に
situation,
も
which
鏡
means
さん
that
の家族の
Suzuha
こと
doesn't
や
know anything about
どこに
Kaguri's
住んで
family
いたのか
or
は
where
わ
she
からな
lived.
いらしい。
そうなんですか。
I see. And that was the only answer I could come up with. If we told Kaguri that she was a time traveler from the year 2036, who'd come here 12 years ago, it would only confuse her.
あとは彼女が記憶を取
Now,
り
if
戻
only
し
we
て
could
くれ
get
れ
her
ば
memories back, we could know
何が
exactly
どう
what
なっていた
happened.
のか全てわかるはずなんだが。
She'd learned her name and met both Suzuha and Mayuri. Mayuri's presence alone had to be a big deal.
かがりさん
Kaguri?
はい。
Yes?
かがりさんの
What's your last
上
name?
のお名前は
I didn't hear it before,
かな。
so I'd like to learn it.
さっきはよく聞こえなくて。
I feel like you should have heard it. How have you not heard it?
教えてほしいな。
Also, don't tell her.
その岡部さんたち
Oh,
のお
no.
話だと
Well,
シーナ
they say that it's Shiina.
じゃあ
Wow,
マユシーと一緒
then you've got the same last name as
マユ
Mayushi.
シーもね
Mayushi's last name is Shiina. Mayuri Shiina.
マユリシーナマユリさん
Mayuri Shiina. Yeah,
嬉しい
that makes me happy. I've never met anybody with the same name as me. Aside from your parents.
そうなんですか。
I see.
だから
Yep,
これからよろしく
so I'm really glad to meet you.
はい、こちらこそよ
Yes.
ろしくお願いします。
Nice to meet you too. Mayuri was using her natural cheerfulness to try and open up to Kaguri. My voice. Drink some water. If it worked, maybe she could bring back her memories.
ルカ君から聞いたんだけど、
Luca told me you've got
か
amnesia.
がりさん
Is
は
that true?
記憶喪失。はい、
Yes.
それって
That means you don't know who you are,
自分
doesn't
が忘れ
it?
ちゃうってことなんだよね。はい。
First time. This is my first time. Yes,
そっか。
I see. That has to be really tough, huh?
辛いこといっぱいだよね。だって自分の大好きな人のことも忘れちゃう
You know, I
でしょ。
realize I depend a lot on
それって
hearing the
すごく
hearing the delay for my
すごく
voice
悲しい
in
こと
the
だって
stream directly so that I can make sure I say on the
マユ
voice.
シーは思うのです。
Because listening to myself, it's hard to tell if I'm still doing the right voices. Because that means you forgot about the people you love, right? Mayushi thinks that's really, really sad.
だからね、
So,
えっ
I
と
don't really know how to say this, but
うまく
Mayushi will
言えない
help
け
too.
ど
So let's do our best,
マユ
okay?
シーもお手伝いするから頑張ろうね。
Mayuri smiled. Ice Taro's voice is easy. I know, just do this voice. I could see Kaguri's eyes well up with tears. What? What's wrong? Did Mayushi say something weird? No.
そうじゃ
Or-
ないんです。
No, that's not it.
ただ
Just
マユリさんの
hearing you say that
言葉を聞いて
made me so happy for some reason.
なんだかマユシーだけじゃなくオカリン
And
も
it's not just Mayushi.
スズさんも
Okarin, Suzu, and Luca all feel the same
み
way.
んな同じ気持ちだよ。うん、もちろんです。
Yes,
で
of
きること
course.
があれば
I'll do anything I
何でもしま
can.
すからありがとうございます。
Thank you, Luca,
マユリさん。
Mayuri. I could leave Kaguri to Mayuri and Lukako, and she'd be just fine. And the question was what to do now.
ルカ子
Lukako,
頼みが
can you do me a favor?
なんでしょう。
What is it?
かがりさんは
Can Kaguri stay at your place a
お前の
while
家に置いて
longer?
もらってもいいだろうか。その間に俺たちは
In the meantime,
彼女が今まで
we'll try to figure out what she's been doing until now.
はい、もちろん。
Of
う
course.
ちは構いません。
I don't mind.
鈴葉も
Is that okay with you too, Suzuha?
わかった。
That's fine. Unlike the anime, there's a lot of details on scientific stuff in Science Gate Zero. Except Science Gate Zero is shorter, the prequel, yeah. But the ending is moi, no spoilers of course. I appreciate that. I look forward to it. So far I've gotten, what were they called? Hang on, let me see the achievements. So far I got... Does it say... Does it call them endings? Yeah, no, hang on. Does it call them endings? No, it doesn't call them endings. I got 2 of the endings. I think it was the Vega and Altair. And the... Is it Presage or Recognize? Some of them are chapter names. Some of them are the actual endings. I don't know. So far I've gotten 2 endings. Suza probably wasn't completely happy with that, but she nodded anyway. Our first priority now was getting back Kaguri's memories.
それじゃあ、
God, there's like a billion girls in this series though.
かがりさんに会えるんだね。まゆしも遊びに
Then
行っていい？
I can see you if I go to Luca's place, right? Can Mayushi come over to play?
もちろんだよ。ね、かがりさん。
Of course. Right, Kaguri?
はい。
Right.
鈴葉もできるだけ
Suza.
顔出してやってくれ。
You should try to drop by as often as
記憶を
possible
取り戻
too.
すにはいいだろう。
And that's probably the best way to get her memories back.
オーキードーキー。そうだ。
Oh, right.
クリスマスパーティー。
If we're not having a Christmas party,
今ね
I'd like to have a New Year's
お正
party.
月パーティーをしようかなって思って、かがりさんにも手伝ってもらえる
Can you help too, Kaguri?
嬉しいな。
It would really make me happy.
いいんですか？
Huh?
私なんかが。
Can I?
もちろんだよ。
Of course. Right, Luca?
一緒にパ
Yeah.
ーティーしましょう。
Let's all have a party together. Anytime you got 3 girls together, they'd start chattering like birds. Although one is a guy. The girls, although one of them was a guy, began to chatter away. I had my own work to do. First, I had to let Moeka know we'd found her. We found Kaguri Shiina. Knowing Moeka, it'll be instant answer. She'd respond almost immediately. She should have responded before you even had that thought. No way. Where? A friend who works at a shrine was taking care of her. She was found on a mountain path near Chiba border, but she lost her memories from before then. She was that close. Wow. We've been looking for whoever is after her, but can't find any info. It may be a pretty big group. It would be a big help if you could keep it up. Okay. And that was all I needed to do for Moeka. But I was still interested in the group who'd been looking for Kaguri. And I also wanted to know what she'd been doing lying on a mountain path. What was she doing out there? Also, how'd she get out there, considering where she was supposed to be? And with only an Upa. But again, it's obviously not her, because Yuri is her. And could she have been running from someone?
ルカ子、ちょっといいか？
Lukako. Can I have a second?
はい。なんでしょう。
Yes. What is it? I'd like you to try to keep Kagari from leaving the shrine as much as possible. Huh?
どうしてですか？
Why?
理由は聞かないでくれ。
Don't ask the reason.
頼む。
Please.
はい。
Oh, and by the way,
わか
do
り
you
ま
know
した。
how the chapter chart looks
岡部
like?
さんが
It
そう
looks
言うなら
exactly like Zero. Funny little detail to know. I actually do not. Also, let me snooze the ads. Actually, let me get out of the game and then snooze the ads. I actually did not know that. Do I have a... Yes. Alright. If you say so, Okabe. It couldn't hurt to be careful. If it was nothing, then that was fine. Once Kagari got her memories back, I'd know for sure. Nobody knew when that would be, though. I'm definitely struggling with Luca's voice. That was definitely something that I was listening to the stream directly to keep up. Because I don't know how I did his voice if I just listened to myself directly. Oh well. The day after Lukako took Kagari to the lab, I took Mayuri to Yanabaashi Shrine, through an Akihabara that was filled with the Christmas spirit.
まゆりちゃん。
Oh, Mayuri,
それに岡
and
部さんも
Okabe too. Lukako was smiling. He'd seen us before we could say anything. His smile was far too cute to belong to a man. Once again, I was forced to doubt his real gender. Oh, you know that, though.
ルカくん、かがりさんも。てってる。
See, if they just do sound or names or sound effects, I don't have to repeat it.
てってるです。
Cute.
かがりさんすごい。
Why? Wow, Kagari, you're amazing.
何がですか？
Huh? Why?
だってマユシーが「トゥットゥルー」って言っても
I mean, it's the second time, but because even with Mayu, she says "doo-doo-roo." No one ever says "doo-doo-roo" back at first.
初めて会った相手
No, repeat the sound.
それが挨拶なのだと理解しろというのも酷な話だ。
It's hard for someone who's only just met you to understand that it's a greeting.
だから
Yep.
みんな
So everyone says, "What's that?"
って言うのに
But you just said "doo-doo-roo" right back. So I'm impressed.
だからすごい私は別
I
に
I
なん
didn't
となくそうか
I just
な
kind of
って
thought I should, maybe. That's because they put those memories into you. I want to know who this actually is. It is not Kagari. Unless they've done, like, movie magic to make her look like her old self again. It's not Kagari. I mean, maybe it's movie magic, but... Maybe Mayuri's strange greeting had embedded itself in some part of Kagari's mind. Which meant that even 25 years from now, Mayuri was still saying "Tuturu." Well, knowing Mayuri. Give me one moment. Oh, is something bothering you? About Kagari. Is there something bothering you? I'm honestly a little relieved that Kagari lost her memories. Why, because of what went down when you lost her? Before you lost her? I'm scared that they might come back. I'm sure she hates me. But you still want them to come back anyway, right? Yeah, I guess. And dwelling on the past won't help. It just kind of bothers me. Sorry, don't tell anyone about this. Got it. Okay. I mean, don't you need to kind of say sorry? You can't do that if she doesn't remember. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
岡部さんも
God.
ち トゥルーです。
Oh, Okabe. Doo-doo-roo to you too.
どうも。
Thanks. Yeah, we're not gonna say it. I still didn't know how to deal with her. She'd been 10 years old when she was separated from Suzuha. If that was 12 years ago, she should be 22 now. That meant she was older than me. But she was also Mayuri's adopted daughter. Except that she's not. Or if she is movie magic, but I am assuming it's a person they found who looks either close enough or they put plastic surgery on her. Probably just looked close enough. And they implanted Kaguri's memories. The professor did. That's my assumption. And that would make her like Suzuha, who is Daru's daughter. And Suzuha was at least the same age as me and Daru. And so I didn't need to worry about being polite to my elders, but... Oh, right! It's Christmas Eve today! Merry Christmas!
そういえばそうだったね。
You're right. Merry Christmas.
メリークリスマスです。
Merry Christmas. Was it okay to celebrate Christmas at a shrine? Sure, why not?
ところで、その、
By the way, Kaguri,
調子はどう？
how are you doing?
悪くはないです。
Not bad,
でも、
but I still don't remember anything.
いや、記憶に関しては、
They probably
無理
only
して思い出そうとする
implanted
必
like
要はないよ。
minimal memories into you.
時間
Probably
が
like
来れば戻る。
Suzuha's face,
それくらいの気でいた方が。
Mayuri's face, the Upa, your name, Kaguri Shiina. Probably just some minimal basic stuff. No, there's no need to force yourself to remember things. When the time comes, oops, I accidentally pressed enter. When the time comes, the memories will come back on their own. And it's better to think of things that way. I understand. Of course, she'd probably wanted to remember them faster than that.
どうかしたか？
Something wrong.
いえ、
No,
ルカ君も
I was just thinking
マ
that
ユリちゃんも
Luca,
それに
Mayuri, and you,
岡部さ
of
んも
course,
みんな優しい
are all really
なっ
nice.
て思って。
そんな、俺は。
No, I'm not really nice.
照れなくてもいいのに。
You don't need to blush. She'd been so depressed when we first met that this was probably the first time I had seen her smile. Her smile was somehow childish, and she seemed a lot younger than I had been told she was.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, sorry.
私ったら
I shouldn't be so informal with someone I just met.
いや、
No, it's fine.
こっちだって
I'm not very good at being
タ
polite
メ口で
either.
喋ってるんだし。
そうだよ。マユシーもね
That's right.
普通に
Mayushi would be happier if you just talked normally.
嬉しいな。
That makes it feel more like we're friends, right?
お友達ってお友達
Friends?
お友
Yeah, friends.
ありがとうまゆりちゃん
Thanks, Mayuri. Friends, huh? Maybe this was how the future Mayuri became close to her as well. A war orphan. That's what Suzuha had said about Kaguri. And all of that was... It was my fault, wasn't it? If I did what Suzuha wanted, would her life change? Probably. But for that to happen, I would have to once again... Just do it.
岡部さん大丈夫ですか
Okabe,
なんだか
are you okay?
顔色が優
You
れ
don't
ない
look
み
so
たい
good.
ですけど
No.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just not getting enough sleep.
遅くなだけだ。
そうですか
I see.
だったら
I
いい
hope
んですけ
so.
ど
それより、ルカ子は何
Anyway,
をしていたんだ？
What were you doing just now,
忙しそうにして
Lukako?
いたみたいだが。
You looked busy.
本殿のお掃除をしていたんです
Cleaning the shrine.
掃除ならいつもやってるんじゃないの？
Don't you clean it all the time? It felt like every time I came here, Lukako had a broom in his hands. Today's the big cleaning day. Let me clean the parts we don't normally get to.
ああ、そうか。
Oh, I see.
もうすぐ正月だし
Yeah,
な。
it's almost New Year's. New Year's was a big deal for a shrine.
すす払いは先日やったんですが、
I did the dusting
ま
a
だ
few
やり
days ago,
残しているところもあ
but
るの
there's
で、
still stuff to do, so I'm having
かがり
Kaguri
さん
help.
に手伝ってもらっていたんです。ただ、お世話になってるだけなのも
It
気が
doesn't
引け
feel
る。
right to just stay here and
少
do
しくらい
nothing.
は役に立た
I
ない
have to
と。
help a little, at least. Mukako and Kaguri seem to be getting along just fine.
おやルカ
Oh,
お客さんか
Luca.
な
Guess?
あ、お父さん。
Hello, father. Mukako's father was poking his head out from behind the shrine. He had the look of a saint, but I knew he had some bad habits. Mostly of the same type as Daru had. Dressing up Lukako in shrine priestess dressing up Lukako in shrine priestess clothes, and having him help around the shrine was all his idea.
おや
Oh,
これは
Okabe,
君に参りちゃう
Mayuri, Merry
メリ
Christmas.
ークリスマス
Merry Christmas. Wait, aren't you not allowed to say that? It's fine, it doesn't have to be a religious thing.
おやどうかしたかい岡部君
What's the word that you say that basically means it's more of a society thing, a public thing, rather than a religious thing? Huh? Well, what's wrong, Okabe?
いえ、
No, nothing. Well, if it didn't bother them, I guess it was fine. More importantly, I needed to thank them for what they were doing for Kaguri.
あの、実は彼女のことなんですが。
About Kana.
かがりさんというそうだね
Her name's
ル
Kaguri,
カ
I
から
heard.
聞いたよ
Luca told me.
まさか
I had no idea you guys knew
知
her.
っている人だった
Small world, huh?
世間は
はい。
That's
それ
right.
でその、
So it would help a lot if she could stay here for a while.
お宅でお世話になることができれば。
何か理由があるようだね
You seem to have your reasons, I
も
hear.
ちろん
Of course. She's welcome to stay as long as she likes.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。おじさん。
Thank you, sir.
いいんだよ
It's fine.
私も
It's like having a new
新し
daughter.
く娘ができたみたいで
Just wants to have lots of
嬉し
daughters,
いか
huh?
らね
Greedy man.
できたみたいって。お父さん、お姉ちゃんがいるじゃな
A
いで
new
すか。
daughter. Father, you already have my sister.
あの子はちっとも家に帰って
She never comes home,
きてくれないじゃないか
She knows I miss
私
her,
が
and
寂しが
she's
って
just
い
being
るのを知
mean.
っていてそういう意地悪をするそうだ
Oh,
いいことを考え
I just had an idea. Since we got all these girls here, why don't you all help at the shrine on New Year's? No, we can't. Got a New Year's party. Sorry.
手伝うって巫女ですか。
Help? As shrine priestesses?
もちろん
Of course.
かがりちゃんに
Kaguri and
まゆ
Mayuri
りちゃん
too.
にも
We'll have you wear the
ちゃんと巫女装
outfits.
束を着てもら
How
って
about
ね
it? I'll pay.
どうかなはい
でも、そんなの二
But
人に悪いですし。
that's not fair to them.
あら、私なら大丈夫
Oh,
よ。ルカ
I
君
don't mind.
お世
You
話
guys
に
are
な
really
ってるんだ
helping
も
me,
ん
so it's the least I
そ
can
れくらい
do.
しなきゃ。
What's Mayuri gonna say though?
本当かい
Really?
マユシーはお正月はパーティーの準備をしなきゃいけない。
Mayushi has to get ready for the party on New Year's.
それに
And I like
コスプ
making
レ
cosplay
衣装を
outfits,
作るのは好き
but
だ
I don't
け
know
ど
about wearing them.
自
This
分で
wouldn't
着
be
るのは
cosplay technically. It's supposed to be like, you're wearing the outfits for this celebration for New Year's and whatnot, and you're helping out the shrine. It's not technically supposed to be cosplay. Come on, Mayuri. Mayuri, a shrine priestess outfit actually isn't cosplay, you know.
そうか
I
まゆ
see.
りちゃんの巫女姿
Don't you want to see Mayuri dressed up as a shrine
見たいんじゃ
priestess,
ない
Okabe?
かい
は
Huh? Why is he asking me? Because he thinks we're a thing. Is that true, Ocarine?
いや俺は
No, I...
とぼけても無駄だよ。
You can't fool me. It's written on your face. Hello, Moon Touch City. Welcome in. Congrats on 3rd. How are you doing today, Moon? No way. If I were to look at a mirror right now, I most definitely would not see it written on my face. As far as you know.
そっか。オカリンがそう言うなら。
Hello, Corin. Welcome in. Oh, thanks for the contribution. We're at 95% of the way there. Hydrate? Yes, I will hydrate. I'm pretty much just gonna assume I'll be playing Soma next Sunday. Not tomorrow, but the Sunday after. Tomorrow I'll be playing a horror game called 10 Bells. You'll play Soma no matter what? Yes, yes I will. I will. I'll probably... It's technically finishable in one day. But again, the whole YouTube thing where it archives only 11 hours, 54 minutes, I'll probably split it into 2 streams. So I'll probably do about 6 hours each. I see. Well, if Ocarine says so.
そうか。
Great.
それはよかった。
Glad to hear it.
よし。
That means I'll have to go get the outfits ready. Hey, honey.
もっと用意しなければいけないな。母さん。
He must have been afraid that Mayuri and Kagari were going to change their minds, because he quickly ran behind the shrine. You seriously couldn't let your guard down around that man.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry.
ルカ
No,
君が
there's no reason for you to apologize.
でもせっかく楽しみにし
But
てた。
I know you were looking forward to that New Year's party.
それはここのお手伝い
I can still do it after I'm done helping here, so don't worry.
うん、そうだ
Yeah,
ね。
that's right.
僕も手伝
I'll
うから。
help too.
何
Ask
でも
for
言って
anything you
ね。
need.
ありがとう、ルカ
Thanks, Luca.
君。でも、ミコさんの
But
格好なんて。
I don't know if I'll look good in a Shrine Priestess outfit. You will.
大丈夫。絶対に似合う。
Don't worry. I'm sure you will.
そうかな。
Really.
マユシーは
Yeah,
ね。
Mayushi makes all kinds of cosplay outfits for her friends, so I can tell.
作ってるからわかるの。
You would say that to literally anyone and everyone, though. You'd say it to Rentaro. You just like to have everyone wear cosplay.
そう言ってもらえるなら頑張ってみるね。
If you say so, I guess I'll try it. Yeah. Since I asked them to keep Kaguri from leaving the shrine, she probably needed something like this to relax. Maybe that was why Lukako's father had asked her. No, no way. It might have been, but he took advantage. Either way, it was going to be a busy New Year's.
それじゃあ俺はこれで
Okay, I'll be going.
もう帰られるんですか？
Huh?
僕、
You're
お
leaving
茶も
already?
お出しせずに。
I haven't even brought you tea.
かがりさんの様子を見
I
に来
just
ただ
came
け
to see
だから
Kaguri is all.
オカリン、マ
Oh,
ユシーが
Ocarine. Mayushi is...
分かってる
I know.
もう少し
You want to talk about New Year's a little
正月
more,
の話をするんだろ
right?
それ
I'll be
は
back at the
後に残っ
lab.
てるから
By the way, do you know what? I've seen the name. I forgot they do have... They do. Russian for restructuring. A policy of economic revolution via the introduction of market-oriented economics that was implemented in 1985 by the Soviet Union. Originally, it was an attempt to reboot a stalled socialist economy, but it led to the end of the Communist Party's one-party dominance and the collapse of the USSR. Ah, okay. I did not know that. Okay. Thank you. Might be relevant, might not be. We'll see, I guess. I'm assuming the Russians are probably trying to time travel back to that moment, probably. That's where I live? Ah. Thanks, Okabe. She bowed her head a little and smiled innocently. If she still had her memories as a war orphan, would she be able to smile like that? Transition? Normally I try to stop it when it transitions characters. Let me go a little longer. Come to think of it, what would she, Hyajo, be doing on New Year's? She had said that New Year's was a time for partying with her friends, but it didn't seem like she had any friends to party with. What do you mean, where are her friends? Was that her? How many times do I have to tell you? Jeez. Yeah, a lot of my female voices are just going to sound the same. I've kind of just resigned myself to that. As a guy, I just can't do it. I heard a voice I thought I recognized. It was Hyajo herself. And she was yelling at a police officer. Does he think you're a lost little kid? Lol. Which meant... something to prove it. Just hold on. Hyajo. Oh, Okabe. Good timing. Can you help me with something? Officer, this is an adult woman. I swear it. The fact that you said that without having to be asked. Who are you? A friend of hers? Yes, I'm a classmate of hers at college. I didn't feel like explaining the whole thing. She wouldn't mind if I told a little lie like that. Probably. College? Tokyo Denki University. You can check it out yourself if you want, but... Oh, no. There's no need to go that far. I see. So she isn't in elementary school. No, she's not. And the policeman left, shaking his head. What was that all about? He could at least apologize. Maybe I'll sue. I haven't heard you say that in a while. In a long while, actually. It just means he's dedicated to his job, right? You're just as bad, Okabe. Me? One look, and you were sure that he had mistaken me for a kid. He was trying to take me back to the station, right? I mean, obviously. Which girl is your fave? Or your Hashida guy? I'm not Hashida. Or actually, what do you mean? Do you mean like Hashida being all girls? No. Which one is my favorite? I do like small women. So I do like Maho a lot. Like, Daro made joke about the whole legal lolly thing. Which, for most people, most reasonable people, if they're saying lolicon, they're usually saying more like body type. I prefer the whole body type thing, even though technically it does include little girls. Which is why, body type. I just want to make sure... Okay. I just want to make sure it's not confused. I like small women. Okay? But I do like Suzuha a lot. In the first game, Suzuha was my favorite. Brother, don't turn out like Drake. We are not. I am not. No. No, I will not turn out like Drake. Or even worse, Diddy. I will not turn out like Diddy. Ain't no Diddy here. Also, some of the unfortunate YouTubers that I used to follow that ended up being that, like Cryotic, Mini Lad, unfortunate. But I do quite like Maho. I used to as well? Yeah. There's been way too many. If so, that means you're thinking the same thing he was. That just means I was able to guess it, okay? I mean, I thought it the first time. Or, well, Rintaro thought it the first time. So since he thought that the first time, it's just easy to guess.
それは
That's not... Oh, thanks for the subscription, Dust. I appreciate it. Wait, should I say Dust or Bob? Maybe Bob. Sometimes I'll usually say, like, the first part as the name. Depending. I always felt it might be because of the age of information that news like this doesn't get blocked. Probably. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. Oh, hydrate, thank you.
助けてくれたことには感謝するわ。ありがとう。
It's been a while since you've hydrated me. Doesn't matter, call me my man. My man. But I am grateful for your help. Thank you.
いや
It's nothing. You should have just said so to begin with, then. And come to think of it, Kurisu was the same way. We're all genius scientists like this.
それで
And so, what are you doing here, Hiajo?
これよ、これ。
Here, take a look. And she showed me a big bag. Well, no. It just looked big because Maho was holding it. It actually wasn't very big at all.
例のノートパソコン。ここならパスを解析できる
It's that laptop I was telling you about. I thought there might be somebody in Akihabara who could decrypt it, but... Well, Daru, as the one who did it. Evidently, she was holding Kurisu's laptop. Although even he can't crack it so far. You're still working on that.
そりゃあプライベートを覗くのは良くないって思うわ。
Well,
でも
I don't want to invade her privacy,
私はあの子が何を
but I
考
want
え
to know what
て
she was thinking
何をやろうとしていた
and
の
what
か
she
知
was
り
trying
た
to
いの
do.
よ。あなたはいいわよ。
You're
あの
lucky.
子が亡くな
You
る
got
前
to
に
talk to her
話
before
した
she
りしてる
died.
んだもの。
Yeah, I'm lucky. Totally. I got to talk to her before she died. Yeah. Yeah. Not in this world line, I didn't.
でも私には
Yeah,
まだ実
totally.
感がない
The
の。
last thing I did with her was just talk to
急
her.
に亡くなったって連絡を受けただけ。
But it still doesn't seem real to me.
葬儀にも出られなか
I
った
just got a message out of nowhere that she was dead. I didn't even get to go to the funeral.
だから
So I want to know a
少
little
し
more
でも
about
クリスの
Kurisu.
ことを知りたい。
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, I gotta click out of the game so I can scroll back up. Oh, hold on. Hello, Mako. Welcome in. Oh, God, 42. Welcome in, Mako. Welcome in, Reina Wolf. Welcome in, Krabby Gabby. Welcome in, Satoshi Bainu. Welcome in, Woody. Welcome in, Moon Chief Ray. Welcome in, Green Crayon. Welcome in, Endless Sunrise. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? And how was the stream, Mako? Hope you had another good session of Repo. For those who don't know me, my name is Carl Wolf. I'm a daily streamer and variety gamer, especially a story gamer. I play visual novels, RPGs, adventure games, point-and-click adventure games, survival games, and I play horror games every Sunday. In fact, every day is a specific kind of game, whereas Thursdays and Saturdays are my visual novel days, which would be today, where I am playing Steins Gate Zero, which is the sequel to Steins Gate, which is a visual novel about time travel, basically. Taking a lot of like real stuff from our actual world and putting it into this story in this game, where there is a terrible world war in the future, and one character has come back in the past to try to change that with an actual time machine. But then also we have these things about being able to send a text message to the past, which is something our main character was able to accomplish, as well as being able to send your mind, your memories, back to the past. So we have an actual time machine, the phone leap, time leap, phone leap thing. Bro's reading the script he wrote for all raids? Yes. But yeah, it's a lot of time travel. And the second game kind of picks up where the first game left off at its ending, but instead of following the exact ending, it veers off as an alternate thing. Because the first game was settled, but this is taking place like kind of... It almost feels like it's in between the... where this one picks off and the actual ending of the first game. Feels like this is in between leading up to that. Sorry I'm very sleepy, but I'll lurk for support. Thank you, Moon Chief. And thank you for your contribution. Yes, I have a community goal to play the horror game Soma. I'm also pretty sleepy, so I'll leave some lurkies. Thank you, Krabby. Definitely get some sleep, guys. Get some good rest. That includes you, Mako. I forget what your time zone is. Oh my goodness, I love Soma. I do know the game. I watched it when it first came out by a couple people. But it's been a long time, and I still have to be capable of actually beating it myself, so... Basically, I've been using games that I saw a long time ago. Horror games I saw a long time ago, but have never played myself as my community goals so far. I'll be getting food and watching already. Actually, I actually am ending soon. I'm just trying to wait for a transition to a different character. Because the chapters seem so long that with the second game, the first game I tried to stop after chapters, but the second game I tried to wait for transitions between characters. And right now we've still been on Rintaro. I was actually wanting to end like 37 minutes ago, but the transition's been taking a while. We've been on Rintaro for a while. So, I want to know a little more about Kurisu. I know it may be a little too late now, but I guess it's my own way of coping with her death. Hyajo. Till an hour later? I mean, if we stay on Rintaro, I'm just gonna have to pick a point. So please, Okabe, is there anything you can think of? Anything at all that could be a password? The time leap machine? Time leap? Phone wave? Name subject to change? I knew how she felt. And I knew she wanted a way to cope. So again, I missed it. You stream every day, and on certain days you play certain games? Yes. So every day, I stream every day. On Twitch, I have the stream streak. I don't have it on YouTube. But on Twitch, I put the day. I am currently on streaming day 245. Consecutive streaming days. And Sundays, I do horror games. Mondays and Wednesdays, I do survival games, which currently are Minecraft on Monday and Pacific Drive on Wednesday. Tuesdays and Fridays are adventure games. Currently, Tuesday is... What is Tuesday currently? Oh, actually, I finished the recent one. So Tuesday will be Duck Detective next Tuesday. Or this Tuesday, I guess. This Tuesday will be Duck Detective. Next Tuesday is going to be another game called Promise Mascot Agency. Friday currently is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And then Thursday and Saturday are my visual novels. Thursday being Raging Loop and Saturday being Science Gate. So basically I play 6 to 7 games every week. I don't know, it's a good way to keep moving through games and not get stuck on 1 or 2 games for weeks, for months. So this way I get to play a whole lot of games and keep it fresh. And I'm quite enjoying it, doing it this way. Yo, okay, thanks. I'm going to tune in, like your stream. 6 to 7 is huge. It is. Right now it's 7 because I do have Pacific Drive. Sometimes when I finish a survival game, it'll just be Minecraft on both days. Which is insane if you have a job, because even I don't have that much dedication. I mean, I do have a job, yes. Yes, I have my part-time job. Which is anywhere... Lately it's been about 3 days a week. But usually it's about 4 to 5 days a week. Yeah, I work in the back room of retail. I work 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then I come home, try to eat something, and then chill for a few hours. To just kind of unwind. And then right now my time is 2 a.m. My time is my question got ignored. I'm trying to say other things first. Hold on. My time is 2 a.m. My time zone is GMT 5, I believe. So usually I try to stream at about... I want to stream at about 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. But lately I've been having to deal with stuff I really don't care about with the person I live with. So I end up streaming pretty late recently. Like 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. I've been streaming pretty late. And even this one was unfortunately like 11:30 a.m. So I streamed really late. 11 a.m. Not a.m. p.m. 11:30 p.m. Sorry, p.m. I was really late today. And as for your question, roguelike when? I mean... There's one game that's kind of roguelike that I might play, but I don't usually do roguelikes. Although there is, what was it called? The Pokemon one. I mean, maybe I could play that one at some point. At least it's not 3 a.m. right now. True. Although if I end up going for that hour that you said... Pokerogue, yes. Pokerogue, that's what it was. Thank you. And I knew she wanted a way to cope. And because I still hadn't come to grips with it myself. But still, The addiction game? Sorry, but I don't. You can yell my name if you want, but... I'm sorry. Is that how you're running away? Running away. That was why you stopped talking to Amadeus too, right? Because you're running. She was right. I had run away. I had run away from a chain of tragedy that had repeated itself hundreds, no, thousands of times. Also, I mean, you basically had a mind break from the fact that, from what happened with Kurisu. At least it ain't 9 a.m.? That's true, Kai. I don't think so. Twitch, after all, for some reason, mobile has a lot less ads, so I don't get it mostly. Ah. The ads, not the ads. The Twitch app, the mobile app, has been very questionable lately. On my main phone, it's been so-so. On my other phone, the one that I use to listen to the stream directly, has been crashing instantly for the last 3 days, just out of nowhere. During my stream, all of a sudden it just crashed and it has been crashing ever since. I cannot watch the Twitch app on the small phone, which is really annoying. Oh, remember Tsuzuha ending from SG. It was crazy, but so cool. Right, I did every ending in the original one except Mayuri's. I accidentally missed hers. Because I got to the final ending, and that's what was supposed to be the final stream. And then I found out that she had an ending as well. And I read a brief summary real quick for hers, for the end of that stream, because it was so late. I didn't have time to do a whole nother ending. So at some point I need to go back and do Mayuri's ending and record it. And then I can just upload that at some point. Hydrate, thank you. Suzuha's ending though, yeah, that one was insane. Like, Rentaro got dark with that one. And the result of that running away was who I was today. Kurisu was really mad. She said you were a very cold person. I mean, I certainly can be. I could imagine. Knowing her, she'd probably said all kinds of things about me. But... That's right. I am a cold person. I'd abandon her. What, did you expect me to say something different? My attitude must have affected her, because Maho had fallen silent. I realized too late that I'd made a mistake. I didn't need to put it like that.
すまない。
I'm sorry.
うん。
No. And this was really awkward. I needed something to change the subject.
そうだ。
Oh,
ヒアジョーさん。
right. And you have any plans for New Year's?
あるのか？
いえ、今のところは何も
not
な
right
いけ
now.
ど。
だったら、
Well, have I got some plans for
み
you?
んなで柳林神社
Then
に行か
why
ない
don't we all visit Yanabayashi
マユリ
Shrine?
たちも手伝うことになる。
Mayuri and the others are going to be helping there.
まゆり？
Careful. There's an old man there that might dress you up as a priestess. Oh, right. Mayuri wasn't there when she visited the lab.
俺の幼馴染
And an old friend of mine.
ラボの一
She's
員
also a lab member. So my goal is coming close, it is. Yeah, I pretty much expected probably this week, so I've pretty much already put it in the schedule for next Sunday. For the next couple Sundays. Only 11k, and I already know Kai alone will be able to fill it in this week. Literally him alone, because he's already over. Last I heard, he had 260,000. Oh, he hadn't contributed it yet. Well, there we go. Make that 9k. Thank you, Kai. Thanks for the contribution. An old friend.
あ
Yeah,
あ、その後で
and we're having a party at the lab right after that. If you want, you can wear a shrine priestess outfit and help out too.
神社を手伝ってもらってもいい。
巫女装束。それって
No.
コ
Why
ス
did...
プレとか
Don't be
いう
like,
やつ？
Mayuri. It is not cosplay. A shrine priestess outfit? Is that cosplay?
いや、
No, it's a real job. So it's not cosplay.
そう。
I
で
see.
もそれは
But
や
I'll
めたわ。
pass. They probably won't have anything in my
私に合うサイ
size.
ズもないだろうし。
Oh, I bet they will. I bet... since... Luca is so petite, I bet... And I'm sure his father dressed him up pretty young. So I actually bet they will have a size... She was probably right, actually. No, I think she's wrong. They might have had some of Lukako's old clothes from his childhood around. But it seemed like a bad idea to mention that. That's what I'm thinking, though.
ちょっとそこで納得しないでくれる？
But I mean, if I say you're wrong, doesn't that imply... Come on, you can at least try and tell me that I'm wrong.
すまない。
Sorry.
で、集合はラボ
So,
でいいの？
are we meeting at the lab?
何時に行けばいい？
What time should I be there? You just like being at the lab, don't you?
え、
Huh?
でも
But
手伝うのはパスだけど。
I'll pass on helping out, but I do want to visit a shrine on New Year's. As for the party afterward, well, I'll think about it.
まあその時考えるわ。
That made sense. If she met Mayuri and they didn't get along, there was probably no need to go to a party with her.
わかった。
Alright, I'll let you know the
細かいこと
details
は
then.
また連絡するよ。
I can't imagine her not getting along with Mayuri.
ええ。楽しみにして
Also, I
る
already know they do get along because of the other endings. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Transition? No. The time between then and New Year's flew by. Parties and drinking at school. When that was over, Kamima. Of course, all I did for that was watch Daru and Mayuri run around. And then it was January 1st, 2011.
これで全員揃ったか？
Is this everybody?
じゃあ今から
I'll take attendance.
点呼取るよ。
Amaneshi,
あまねし。
はい。
here.
魔法ターン。
Mahotan.
だからそ
I
の
told you to
呼び
stop
方
calling
や
me
めてって
that.
言ってるでしょ？
楓氏。
Also, this is the real Kagari. So who the hell's the redhead? Wait, is the redhead gonna be here? present.
Habukishi.
God, the millions of girls that this game has. Yep.
で、あとは
And also... of course they're here. I'm here too!
ナイ様。
Lady Nay. Yeah, don't say anything. I don't feel like doing your harsh voice, the stupid voice I gave you. Say nothing. Keep your mouth shut, old man.
なんでブラウン氏まで
Hey, Ocarin.
なってんの
Why is Bronchi here?
俺だって知らない。
No clue.
マ
Mayuri invited Nay,
ついてきた
Nai, and he came too, I guess.
おい、
Oh, damn it.
何ひそひそ話してやが
Hey,
る。
what are you whispering about?
いえ
Nothing. Actually, that was less harsh. That was not the right voice, but you know what? We'll go with that one. Daddy, I can't wait to see Big Sis Mayuri wearing a Shrine Priestess outfit.
そうだな。
Nah, bro,
すまない
just
な
don't try to understand
本当なら
Kagari. You'll only
お父さん
understand
が連れてって
when they explain it to you
やったんだ
directly.
な
True. Gold fangs? Huh? What commands are you trying to put in here? Trying to see how many fangs I have? Oh, you mean, lunar fangs? But I already know you only have one check-in if you mean that one. Yeah, the daily check-in. It should be exclamation point lunar fang. Should be. Let me see. Is it capital? No, lunar fang. Yeah, it's lunar fang. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I wish I could go with you. Actually, I can't even do the voice that I normally did for him. Well, just as well. Hmm?
その天皇さんは
You can't
誰なん
come,
ですか
Mr. Tenoji.
当たり前だ。
Of course
何を
not.
好き好んで
Why the hell would I want to go visit a shrine with you guys?
俺はちょっと
Something important came up,
出かけなきゃいけなくなっちまった
So I've got to head out.
おめえら
I'm
に
leaving
苗
Nai
を
with you.
預ける。ちゃんと面倒見ないと
Take good care of her,
家賃上げて
or your rent's going up. Phew. When we heard that, Andaro and I both let out a sigh of relief, even though he was still right there. I, in particular, was trying to avoid Tenoji as much as I possibly could, because he's a rounder. His ostensible job was running his strange bronze tube workshop, but he was actually the leader of the rounders. He worked for Saren. My heart wasn't strong enough to deal with him, knowing that. The only reason I didn't leave the building altogether was that Mayuri and Daru had opposed it. Oh, so you tried. And there was also the hope that if something did happen, I'd be able to learn something about the Rounders' movements. Still, I hadn't come back to the lab for a long time.
ダメだよお父さん。そんな
You shouldn't say that, Daddy.
おうそうだったな。
Oh, you're right.
さすが苗は
You're such a good girl, Nai.
おかりんおじさんお願いします。
Uncle Ocarine, thanks for taking care of me.
お
Yeah. Nai didn't seem as scared of me. Probably because I'd stopped treating her like a small, cute animal.
そんじゃ夜になったら迎えに来るから。
Okay,
よろしくな
I'll be back to pick her up tonight. See you.
わかりました
Alright.
うん。
Don't you me?
まだ何か
Is there something else? There's nothing else. Walk away.
いや、やっぱりお
Nah,
前
it just feels like you've really
変わっちま
changed.
ったよな。
You always used to keep going on about Hyoe, whatever the hell that was, but not anymore. It just feels weird.
調子が狂っちまうぜ。
おかげ
I
さ
do
ま
need to
で
hydrate.
大人になったんです
Thank you. I'm an adult now.
大人にね
An adult, huh? Well, whatever.
とにかく
Take care of
苗
Nai for
頼ん
me.
だぜ。
Do you just do a sip or a glass of water? I have a bottle. And I take a large swallow, I guess. A mouthful. Maybe a couple. Although if I'm doing visual novels, then I'll probably do a couple. Phew. Everyone in the room, except Nai, let out a big sigh of relief the minute Tenoji left.
とにかく
Anyway, this is everybody. Fubuki, Kaede, Yuki, Maho, and Nai. There's a strange group of way too many women. Of course, we were all going to Yanabayashi Shrine.
本当に良かったの？私なんかが来てしまって。
I mean, yeah. Are you sure it's okay for me to be here?
気にしなくていい。
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
なんだか
this ended up being a kind of strange group. Is that okay?
大丈夫かな。
馴染んだって言
I'd
っ
be
たら
lying if I
嘘
said I
に
was fitting in. But I always did want to go to a shrine on New Year's. What do you mean? You totally fit in.
それに同年代
And
の
I'm happy
知
to
り合
meet
いが
more
増え
people
る
my
の
own
も
age.
嬉しいわ。
そう言ってもらえると助か
I'm
る。
glad to hear it. Maho was probably feeling a little left out, but that would solve itself with time.
マユシーのコスプレ超楽しみ。
I can't wait to see my Yushi's cosplay outfit. Oh,
もう
Fubuki.
ちゃんたら
It's not a cosplay
コスプ
outfit.
レじゃなくて
It's her official
今日は
uniform
あく
for
までも
today.
清掃だよ。鈴葉さんのみこしを
It'll be fun to see Suzuha wearing one too. Won't it, Hashida?
まあね、妹
Yeah,
属性の巫女
nothing wrong with a little sister shrine priestess. If you could throw in a nurse somewhere, you'd have an anime full house. There he goes.
数え役満なのだが。
橋田さんは相変わらず変態さんですね。
Don't encourage him. You're always such a pervert, Hashida.
紳士だけどね。
But a perverted gentleman, though. In the end, instead of just Mayuri helping at the shrine, Suzuha and Ferris had gone too. Ferris I could understand, but I certainly hadn't expected Suzuha to go. Is she going to be a cat priestess? Cat-maid priestess? And she was probably worried about Kaguri. But there was also another reason, she said. And she'd heard that she'd get paid. Suzuha had enough money with her to get by in this time period. But since it wasn't her own money, she preferred not to spend it on living expenses. She'd rather make her own money instead. That was something that had always impressed me.
そうそう。大事なこと
Oh,
を
right.
忘れてました。
I forgot something important.
大事なこと
Something important.
新年明けまして
Happy New
おめでとう
Year's.
ございます。ああ、そっか。
Oh, right. Kamima just ended yesterday, so it doesn't feel like New Year's yet, does it?
それじゃあ、
Alright,
私たちも
let's all say it together.
明けましておめでとうございます。
Happy New Year's.
これでよしと。
Okay, that does it.
じゃあ
Now, now that we've finished our greetings, let's get going. Okay.
いざ行かん。
We're off to Shrine Priestess Heaven. Or do you do VN from only stream or from Itch and other good sites as well? I will also do Itch.io and other sites. There was one that was recommended to me by Akemi that is off Steam. I don't know if it was Itch.io. I think it was its own website. The word I should use should be trusted. True. But yes, I will do visual novels off that aren't on Steam. So far, I've only been doing Steam ones, but
橋田さん、神社にパラダイスは
Hashida,
ないと思います
there's
よ
no heaven in Shinto, so you're not going to find it at a shrine.
あ、そっか。
Oh, right. We all headed to Yanabayashi Shrine, laughing and talking as we went. And that is where I will end it. Although I do like to have characters on screen. Here, I'll talk just a little longer just to get some characters on screen. To be honest, Akihabara on New Year's wasn't that much different than any other time of year. The stores were open, and there were lots of customers seeking New Year's bargains. The only difference was that there were fewer cars. There we go, characters.
タルおじさん。
Let me save. I don't think this was important. Overwrite. And then it was Z. It was not Z. It was Control.
はい、なんでしょう。
It was not Control.
皆様
To X. It was X. X is what it was. I wish to do a thing that isn't meant for me. You can, if you mean Kaz's sign-in, you can do it. That's what I figured. And what does that make you? Does that make you Lumino Kaz or Kaztrix? Let's go with Kaztrix. Welcome in, Kaztrix. Bye-bye, my man. Welcome. Goodbye, Dust. I'll see you next time, my man. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me. Let me wait for those to disappear, because I don't want those to be in my thumbnail. Because it usually, the amount of time that it takes the thumbnail is before basically the length of the my outro. So I just wait for those to disappear and wait just a bit. Can you wait for like 10 more minutes? Why? I kind of figured. Was that what I have? 10 minutes? I thought it was 5 minutes. I apparently forgot the time of my own redeem. Because I was thinking it was hydrate, but then I was like, wait, isn't it 5 minutes? Oh, 5 points short. I see. No, I can't wait 10 minutes. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just have to manually get the cutscene. Or this scene. Because otherwise I'll have to keep waiting for your messages to end. But anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. For those who were in chat and those who were just lurking. And especially thank you, Mako, for your raid earlier. I hope you all have a good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Well, thank you for the follow, Francie the Gamer. I appreciate it. Wait, we reached the goal. We made it to 380. 20 more and I can do my next milestone game. Hello, Francie. Welcome in. Oh, wow. Oh, but yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. And I shall play my outro. And I will put up the raid messages as I look for someone to raid. Actually, no, I know who to raid. She has her anniversary, her 2-year anniversary, so I'll be raiding Annie. Bye, Moon. Thanks for being here. But anyway. But since we are doing an anniversary raid, that means raid 5. Nope, not raid 5. Hang on. Raid 7. That one. Raid 7. So the raid 7 one is the follower message. Raid 8 is the subscriber message. So go ahead and grab one of those. And I will hydrate.
With a pen held tight in hand, sketching dreams that understand. Walls may close, the night may fall, but his spirit stands tall. Lines he draws are doors that lead to worlds where dreams are free. With a pen he builds his dreams, turning silence into streams. In his mind he's never alone, crafting realms he calls his own. Paper whispers, secrets told, journeys inked in black and bold. Mountains climb or rivers bend in the world that he can mend. He may be confined and still, yet his heart is wild with thrill. Through each line a sky so wide, in his world he takes a ride. Every size painted bright, stars that gleam in darkest night. With a pen his spirit sings, soaring high.